So your Facebook ads aren't working. Oh, this is so annoying. If this is happening to you, stay tuned. We're going to talk about it and help you figure out why they're not working. And if you haven't subscribed yet, go ahead and hit subscribe and also the notification bell so that you're notified every time I upload a new video. Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel. My name is Kaz. I'm an elite digital marketing coach and I'm here to help you find paying clients with your paid and organic social media. I'm so excited to delve into this topic today. Let's get right into it. So here's the scene. You're running ads, you've set up your ad campaign, you're super excited, you're convinced, you've done the research, the testing, you're ready to go. However, you set the ad live and it's not working. Ugh. As a Facebook ad manager and someone who's helped a number of clients with this, I know this can be super frustrating. You're thinking to yourself, well, maybe if I spend more money, or maybe if I scrap the whole thing and start again. Listen, it doesn't have to be that complex, that severe. What you may need to do is just break down which part of what you're doing isn't working. Maybe this is the thing about this. A funnel and ads is very much, I like to think of it like dominoes. When you set up dominoes, you place the domino and then you push it in the hope that they'll all just tumble, but sometimes they don't necessarily do that. If you have one domino slightly missing, they won't fall, and that could be what's happening to you. Okay, so you have to play detective with your funnel. A good metric I like to use is click-through rate. On Facebook ads, there's lots of different click-through rates. Unique click-through rate all is one of my favorites. So that's judging a unique person, a unique click, as opposed to lumping all the clicks together. With a unique click, you can see, okay, that person did a click, and I think that's a good metric to use. So what you want to be looking for is, so you start your ad. If you are getting a low click-through rate, the benchmark honestly is 1%. You might be thinking, wow, that's low. That's the benchmark I've used. It's worked well for me the past 4 years. So that's where I recommend you go. If the benchmark is 1%, it's lower than 1%, then you need to really look at your ad. Are you targeting the right people? Is it good copy? Is it a strong image? Is the offer sound? Is it something that people are going to want? You have to remember, this ad is you approaching someone completely random that you've never met before. Is a completely random stranger literally the equivalent of someone on the street going to look at your ad and think, yeah, let's do whatever the ad is saying? Because if they're not, you have to revisit what you're doing, essentially. So click-through rate, that's one of the big things I look for. If your click-through rate is lower, below 1%, you need to look at the ad, okay? The ad, the offer. If you're running an ad and you're getting higher than 1%, 2, 3, 4, 5, anywhere up, but people are not converting, you got something going on with the landing page, okay? So go ahead and look at that. If you want to avoid landing pages altogether, I highly recommend you check out my video, which I will put the card up here, basically telling you all about lead form ads, and they really help you do away with the whole landing page altogether. I love lead form ads right now. I highly recommend you check them out. So strong click-through rate, no conversions, you need to figure out your landing page, the second part of that funnel, okay? Now when it comes to ads, the creative, the copy, the headline, the image, a lot of people get a bit hung up on this. They think, oh, which image should I do, which copy should I do, all that. Facebook has now updated things so that you can just give it a whole bunch of creative and it can figure out the best thing for you. And I think this is the best way to run ads. You can see what's winning. The other thing about this too, sometimes that some creative that will work for one audience won't necessarily work for the other. So use this. This is called Dynamic Creative. I'm going to show you right now how to set this up.
Okay, let's get into how to create a campaign with Dynamic Creative. I'm going to run through really quickly the first two parts because I can have more trainings on those. This is what I really want to focus on, is the Dynamic Creative aspect. So we'll just pretend we're doing a lead campaign. Then we would set our budget. So, yeah, we will go on to the next, and I'm just going to just leave all this. We're going to pretend that we are targeting good little audience if you're targeting female entrepreneurs. Do you like it? Okay. So just skip past a bit. So it's right here that you are going to turn on dynamic creative right here. You can now provide creative elements such as images and headlines that will be used to automatically generate variations. This is exactly what we want. We want the variations. We want Facebook to mix the combinations and so create an ad that's going to work really well for the audiences. So you have to do that at the ad set level. You cannot do it at the ad level. And I will say, once you've published it, this locks and you cannot go back and edit it. So be sure to switch this on before you publish, because if you don't, you're going to have to duplicate everything and then switch the switch there. You don't want to miss that. Okay, so it's like my Instagram right there. Now this is the point that we can select the images. So I've got a few in here. I'm just going to randomly pick some for whatever it is we're doing. So if it's from my checklist, grab some of these guys. Now you can select up to 10 images. You can also mix in video. That's kind of a cool feature about this. So you can have like 7 images, 3 videos. And this I like to toggle off, because what this does is it changes up some of the creative into strange ways. Like it will make a video from an image. It will create a story carousel ad based on one image. I've not seen this work great, and I don't like the way it lays it out, and I just don't like it. So I don't recommend having this. It's kind of weird because with dynamic creative, what we're only taking the images and the text. We're not manipulating what I give it, whereas this does, and I'm not really about that. So the primary text, I like to do something short. If this is for my marketing checklist, I would say ready to simplify marketing, click below to find out how. I like something short. And then I like something a little longer, something that, it hits on a pain point. I like to use this kind of format where it's like you hit on a pain point, you kind of have a me too statement, and then you kind of demonstrate like what it was about, what your solution was that helped you to overcome the pain point, and why this person needs that solution. Now with dynamic creative, you can also add different headlines. I like to add these. I feel like it kind of, if you see the preview right here, it kind of just points, which is kind of cool. I don't typically put a description. So the headline is typically what appears right here. So you can see free checklist. I don't like the description. The description appears under it, and I just find it to just be like messy and gross. I like the feature to be this, not all this craziness. I just feel like it looks cleaner without, so I never bother with this. And you can also add different calls to action. So if that's something you want to test out, like, okay, do I want to do download? Do I want to do learn more? Do I want to do sign up? I will say, when I have tested different ones of these, learn more has always performed the best. It seems like the most action orientating call to action, but without being too committal. I think that's the best way I can describe it. Okay. And then if you want to preview all these different ones, you can do so right here. And then what will happen is you can pick everything you've given right here, and you can kind of see like what it's going to look like. So, okay, that media, what's that going to look like with this text option? And then it will show you the different ways this looks in all the different, like Instagram feeds, Instagram Explore, Instagram Stories. This is what it'll look here. This is kind of how this lays it out. If you want more flexibility, then maybe it's not so possible with Dynamic Creative. You can get more flexibility and pick more this apart when you use the standard setup. But with Dynamic Creative, it kind of lays it out, but it's going to manipulate like, okay, well, what if we tried that image with this? It will find the best combination out of all these different ones. So it does save you a lot of time and energy. And I feel like it's the best way to find and take a lot of the confusion around setting up your ads and making sure that they work for you. So I definitely encourage you to try this when you next run your Facebook ad. Let me know how it goes. I really hope this has been helpful.
So I want to know, are your ads working right now? Are they working well? What are you doing? Let's have a conversation. Leave me a comment below how it's all going. Now look, ads is just one part of your entire marketing efforts, and I know thinking about that, planning it, executing it can be so overwhelming. So if you are overwhelmed with your marketing, I invite you to download my marketing checklist. It is a free resource that's going to help you stay on top of your marketing. The link is right below. I break tasks into monthly, daily, and weekly tasks. The daily tasks are only 2 tasks a day, which honestly blows my mind. Like, you can do your marketing in just 2 things a day. Wow, yes. So if you want that checklist, I highly recommend you check it out. The link is right below for you to grab that. I really hope this video has helped you figure out why your ads are not working. Be sure to subscribe to my channel, and if you enjoy this video, please give it a thumbs up, and I can't wait to see you next time.